On January 31, 1976, Marie Elizabeth vanished in Chicago, California, after she got into an argument with her boyfriend at a local flea market and decided to walk home alone. Friends and family never saw or heard from her again. She was last seen on January 31, 1976, and according to Al Shamblin, the retired chief of police at Red Bluff Police Department, her missing persons report detailed that she had visited a flea market with her boyfriend but decided to walk home after they got into an argument. Spannhake is alleged by his former wife to have been abducted and killed by Cameron Hooker, who in 1985 was sentenced to 104 years in prison for kidnapping and raping Californian woman Colleen Stan. As described in Unsolved Mysteries, in November 7, 1984, Hooker's wife Janice alleged to Shamblin that her husband had also kidnapped and killed Spannhake. Janice's reasoning to come forward was that she was afraid of Cameron, and also Janice had a lot of guilt built up from what had occurred over the years at different times, Shamblin said in the documentary. Janice was granted immunity for her cooperation, and she alleged that on January 31, 1976, she was driving with her husband when they offered Spannhake a lift in their car. However, she claimed that Cameron stopped Spannhake from leaving the car and put a headbox on her to prevent her from being heard. According to Janice's statement, her husband began torturing Spannhake and allegedly tried to cut her vocal cords to prevent her from screaming, but stopped after she began bleeding heavily. He took Spannhake down to the basement, where Janice reportedly found her hanging from the ceiling, with a noose around her neck and a pillowcase over her head. The couple later allegedly drove Spannhake's body near Lassen Volcanic National Park and buried it in a shallow grave. Cameron and Janice kidnapped Colleen Stan in 1977, and she was kept as a sex slave for 7 years, during which time she was kept in a box under the Hooker's bed in their Red Bluff home. Stan managed to escape in August 1984 and later reiterated what Janice had said to the police, adding that Cameron had a picture of Spannhake in their home. However, since Spannhake's body was never found, the district attorney's office felt that there was not enough information to pursue the murder charge against Cameron, who denies any involvement in the disappearance or murder of Spannhake. Hooker was sentenced to consecutive prison terms totaling 104 years for sexual assaults, kidnapping, and the use of a knife relating to the kidnapping of Stan, with the judge describing him as the worst psychopath I have ever dealt with.